Hello, this is Big Hat Truth, and I'm bringing you this night the second and the very last mini talk of purposeful pain. Yes, I was on a couple of days ago, and I was talking about everyone in this world that's over the age of 5 have really experienced pain. And I told you that my foundation was Christian, raised up in a home that loved Jesus. And because of that love of Jesus, I have endured a lot of things that some people may or may not can stand. This is Big Head Truth. And I said that I would be speaking of issues, Christian and worldly, because a lot of people spend their lifetime running from the truth. But I'm here to give you the truth. So, purposeful pain, a pain that is in your life that causes you or shapes you into your purpose. Yes, I believe as human beings, we all experience this pain. Tonight, I actually want to give you some Christian foundation of when you take your pain that you are actually going through and it shapes your life for your purpose. If you are a Bible reader, then I hope that you have actually read, and if you haven't read, you will read the story of Joseph. Yes, the great dreamer. Genesis, the 37th chapter, it speaks of Joseph. As a child, he was given a coat of many colors. It was a gift from his dad. And even though his siblings were a lot older than he was, for some reason, they wanted that coat that Joseph had. But it was for Joseph. And it seems like because he had the gift of being a dreamer, that when he shared his visions, it got him in a lot of trouble, causing him some pain. That pain that he had to endure, it actually shaped him into the purpose for his life. If you know the story of Joseph, he was actually a younger brother, and he made his older siblings very upset when he talked about a dream and a vision that he had, that in this vision, so to speak, that they were bowing down to him. They were bowing, and the daddy was bowing, and they didn't like that vision because they were older siblings. Why should they ever bow down to the younger sibling? Doesn't make sense today, and it didn't make sense to them back in their time and era. But when God has put an anointing on your life, it is not something that you can take lightly. You may not understand it, and of course, it may cause you some pain, but it is pain that will push you or shape you into your purpose. So with Joseph, he went through a lot of ups and downs. His brothers actually, they wanted to kill him, but the older brother, he spoke up, Reuben, and he was saying, no, don't kill him, but let's just go ahead and throw him into this well. Because in Reuben's mind, when all of his siblings were going back home and he had a cool and level head, he was going to get his brother out of that predicament that they had put him in, that old well. And he was going to go ahead and probably give him a heart-to-heart talk as an older brother with very good insight of saying, hey, you can't share your visions and your dreams with everyone. However, to fast forward the story, um, he was thrown into the well. And when the brothers stated, let's go ahead and kill him, no, at that time he was taken out of the well and he was sold. And he was sold to another tribe, another race. And they sold their brother. And from that journey of him being sold and given to another race, into another culture, he was being shaped day and night. He even did some time in prison. Oh my goodness. He even met some men in prison where he interpreted their dreams. And one of them remembered when he got out of prison and he went to work for the king that Joseph interpreted his vision. And the king had a dream that it was haunting him. And out of everyone that was there in his city or town, no one could interpret his dream. But this gentleman remembered Joseph. And Joseph was let out of jail. He interpreted the dream of the king. And because he interpreted that dream, the king paid really, really good homage to Joseph. And he gave him a seat of authority in his kingdom. And with that seat of authority, he even trusted him in his own house and with his own wife. And unfortunately, the enemy was still busy shaping Joseph. And the wife, she tried to entice Joseph to do something that he would not do because he loved the man that had befriended him and treated him so good. But she lied on him and she caused him to have to run for his life, which was very painful for Joseph at that time. He didn't understand why his life was going in a negative direction. But all of this was pain that was placing him into his purposeful pain. And so when everything was done, years had passed, and his vision came and was fulfilled because his family, his dad was older, and he had actually had the opportunity to be in a place where he can help his family, his brothers that knew that they had did him evil, but had no idea that they will see him again. So this purposeful pain caused their brother Joseph to be put in authority to where when they needed food, he was able to feed them, to make sure that they did not die with the famine that was in the land. So if you read the story and you read the book, the Bible, Genesis 37, and you keep going from chapter to chapter, you're going to find that it was a beautiful story. It was painful, just like today. We have pain in our life that pushes us into our purpose. Pain is necessary. It may not be fair when we are going through it within our own insight, but it's necessary. It is necessary if you are a Christian. It is necessary for your growth of your spirit and your soul. So Big Hat Truth is here to tell you, stop running from your pain. Go ahead, get up, square your shoulders, and make sure that you take that pain. You embrace it, you pray about it, and you ask Jesus to lead the way, because out of your pain, it will be purpose that is going to magnify his name and to edify his name and to give you great position so he can get the glory and the honor and the praise, and you would have the status because he said that his people shall be in leadership. This is Big Hat Truth, And I'm here to encourage you, and there's more to come. See you later.